Georgia Attorney General indicts 61 Antifa activists on RICO charges. In a significant move by Georgia's Republican Attorney General, Carr, a total of 61 individuals allegedly connected to Antifa and their efforts to disrupt the construction of a police training facility outside of Atlanta have been indicted. These activists, many of whom are not Georgia residents, are now facing charges under the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, federal law designed to combat organized criminal activities. Among these 61 defendants, some are also confronting additional charges related to domestic terrorism, attempted arson, and money laundering. Carr, in a press release, underscored the primary focus of his office: prosecuting acts of violence within the state. He stated, as this indictment shows, looking the other way when violence occurs is not an option in Georgia. If you come to our state and shoot a police officer, throw Molotov cocktails at law enforcement, set fire to police vehicles, damage construction equipment, vandalize private homes and businesses, and terrorize their occupants, you can and will be held accountable. The indictment centers on Defend the Atlanta Forest, described by the Attorney General's office as an anarchist, anti-police, and anti-business extremist organization. According to the indictment, the group's objective is to occupy parts or all of 381 forested acres in DeKalb County, Georgia, land owned by the Atlanta Police Foundation and leased by the Atlanta government. By pursuing this goal, they sought to obstruct the construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. The formation of the Defend the Atlanta Forest movement dates back to 2020, following the tragic police-related deaths of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Rayshard Brooks in Atlanta. It's important to note that these incidents occurred months before the announcement of the training center. While Carr's indictment marks a significant step toward accountability, the Cop City Vote Coalition, which aims to force a public vote on the center, voiced objections. They decried the blatantly authoritarian RICO charges following Carr's announcement. The indictment outlines a total of 225 overt acts spanning from July 5, 2020, up to approximately August 2023. During this time, reported instances of violence included the hurling of rocks, bricks, and Molotov cocktails at police vehicles, vandalizing private property, assaulting private citizens and utility workers, and even shooting at state troopers. In response to these criminal actions, law enforcement arrested protesters, and in one case, an Antifa member who shot at the police was killed. Notably, one prominent figure involved in the riots was Thomas Juergens, a staff attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center. In conclusion, Carr emphasized his unwavering commitment to upholding the rule of law and ensuring the safety of the people. He stated, "We will not waver when it comes to keeping people safe, enforcing the rule of law, and ensuring those who engage in criminal activity are vigorously pursued and aggressively prosecuted." This case holds significance, especially in light of the broader context, as it stands in stark contrast to the legal treatment of other groups, such as the Proud Boys, involved in the events of January 6. Source: National Review. This article is brought to you by Go Right News and edited by Peter Boykin. Visit gorightnews.com for more articles and visit peterboykin.com to learn more about Peter Boykin.